Hola a todos, muy buenas tardes. Espero que todos se encuentren bien y que hayan disfrutado su fin de semana. Bienvenidos a nuestra última lección de gramática del semestre. Am, no sé si rápido es la palabra apropiada, pero diferente, ¿verdad? We're almost done. We just got culture tomorrow. So great job, all of you, just kind of sticking through this. And the good news is that our last topic is very straightforward. So we're going to be looking at what, depending on which textbook you look at, is known as either the impersonal say or the passive say. Um, so let's think for a moment. Drawing on English, like what is the passive voice? What do we mean when we say a passive voice? So, for example, I can use the active voice, and I can say Ben places the pencil on the table. That's what's known as the active voice because we're saying who is doing it, and they're the subject of the verb. On the other hand, we can also use the passive voice. I can say the pencil is placed on the table. Now, do we know who placed the pencil on the table? No, that's not the point of our sentence. The point of our sentence is simply saying is representing that action. With this construction, it doesn't matter who's doing it. We're not even saying who's doing it. We're just saying that this action took place. So it's a generalization. It's kind of like the English one. Like one does this, one does not do that. One does not simply walk into Mordor. Who is it that doesn't simply walk into Mordor? We're not being specific, right? It's just, we use this a lot with generalizations. And the good news for us is that the construction of this is very, very simple, as we'll see here. So the first thing we'll notice is that they all start with se. And let's see how that works. So let's take a look at some examples here. Se habla español. You see that a lot, for example, on commercials when you have to call a number. You'll see at the bottom, se habla español. Because again, it's impersonal. So we're not saying like, oh, Steve over there, he was a Spanish minor, so he speaks Spanish for this company. If you need to call him, no. It's just saying Spanish is spoken. If you prefer to speak in Spanish, it is spoken without being specific. Again, impersonal. O se prohíbe fumar. Another very common expression, se prohíbe fumar dentro del edificio. Am I the one prohibiting it? No. Do we even know who is the person prohibiting it? No, we just know that it is forbidden, that it is prohibited. O se busca. That was actually the title of that Angelina Jolie movie, Wanted. Not a great film. I only saw it once. But literally we're saying this person is searched for. Who is doing the searching? That's not the point. That doesn't matter. It's just that this person is being searched for. This person is wanted. O aquí en el departamento se ofrecen cursos de español. So do we see something a little bit different here now? So we can see here now we've got cursos. So plural. And what happened to the verb? Ofrece. So now the verb is in our ellos, ellas, ustedes form. We can see previously it was all singular. Se habla español, singular. Fumar, remember conjugated verbs are considered singular, verbs in the infinitive, just like with gustar. Se busca, singular, but now plural. And we go to the third person plural, our ellos, ellas, ustedes form. And that's the nice thing about this construction, is that is the only thing we're ever going to have to change, which is to say that all we have to do is whatever is being acted upon, we got to look, is that plural or is that singular? And either use the third person singular, the él, ella, usted, or the third person plural. Ellos, ellas, ustedes, and that's it. So that's the beauty of this construction. Very, very straightforward. So we can also say, se dice que hay una liquidación en Meyer. Do we know who's saying it? No. Just that it is said. That's what they say. O, por ejemplo, en FedEx se solicitan dependientes nuevos porque muchas personas, especialmente ahora, necesitan paquetes por internet y piden paquetes por internet. So that's the great thing about this, again, is we just need se, and then either the singular, or the third person singular, él, usted, or the third person plural, ellos, ellas, ustedes, depending on the singularity or plurality of the object receiving the action, and then the object. That is it. So let's do some practice. Se busca perro perdido. I don't want to take up too long of a video, so feel free to pause it if you need more time, as you're working it out yourself. So again, perro, one dog, right? Poor dog. Luckily, only one dog is lost. Hopefully, he got found. But singular, so we've got se busca, perro perdido. O se necesita ayuda. Ayuda también singular, entonces se necesita ayuda. O aquí tenemos una clase muy grande y solo un profesor. Entonces se necesitan profesores. Profesores plural. Luego se dice que la ropa es cara. O en el campus se prohíben las bebidas alcohólicas. Bebidas alcohólicas plural, entonces tenemos el plural. O aquí, we've got a verb in the infinitive. So do we treat that as a singular or plural? Singular, right? Se recomienda actualizar Windows, update. And that is it. So pretty straightforward construction. Just don't be sure not to forget the se, because and I know we've seen a lot of different meanings of the se, of the word se, this semester, so it might help to kind of make a list of the different uses in a chart, however you tend to structure your ideas. But just don't forget that se, and then the only other thing we got to worry about, third person singular or third person plural. That's it. So that is it for this lesson. So thank you to all of you for watching this far, and got one more to go. Entonces, gracias por su atención y hasta pronto.